get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. The pivotal Week 3 of the Volleyball Nations League men's tournament kicks off at the Mall of Asia Arena today. World superpowers and perennial Olympic rivals Brazil and Italy are taking on each other as we speak. Brazil is coming into the game as a third seed with a 6-2 win-loss record. Italy is at 7th place with a 5-3 slate. In the second game at 7 p.m., top-seeded Japan will face off with China. This is the second straight year that the VNL visited the Philippines. The league is organized by the International Volleyball Federation and Volleyball World. And with the VNL Philippine leg on, some volleyball superstars from all over the world are here. Volleyball analyst Neil Flores is particularly taken with Team Japan. He tells the game why in this video. Watch this.
It's the popular trio of Yuji Nishida, Ran Takahashi, and Yuki Ishikawa. If you're familiar with the anime called Haikyuu, I think isa sa mga inspiration si Yuji Nishida. And these three athletes have their own respective specialties or characteristics. You have Yuji Nishida showcasing that leaping ability and power. You have the leader in Yuki Ishikawa. And you have the darling of the crowd, the fan favorite in Ran Takahashi, a versatile player. And I'm very happy that I got to watch them train live. So aside from the meet and greet, we got to watch them do some drills, konting scrimmage din. And makita natin, here in the Asian country, we know that height is not the advantage, but with their athleticism, I really saw why they're undefeated right now in the VNL.
And Gilas Pilipinas' European training camp is a huge boost to recovering pool members. Among those who continue to benefit from it are big man Junmar Fajardo and Japeth Aguilar, who are both coming off MCL injuries. Fajardo has not played in a competitive game since getting injured at the East Asia Super League in Japan back in March. But after 4 tune-up games in the past couple of weeks, Japeth and Junmar are slowly getting in tip-top shape ahead of the FIBA World Cup in August. Gilas is expected to play 2 more friendlies before wrapping up their European camp. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after this quick break. Stay tuned. still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. In the NBA, a number of stars have decided to remain with their teams for the upcoming season. Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards is reportedly staying with the squad for another 5 years for a whopping $260 million. The Ant-Man said he is humbled and excited to continue playing for Mini, the team that drafted him first overall in 2020. A similar 5-year max deal was also signed by 2021 Rookie of the Year LaMelo Ball with the Charlotte Hornets. Meanwhile, All-Star Domantas Sabonis is spending the next half-decade with the Sacramento Kings. His contract is worth $217 million. The Sabonis deal reportedly has no player or team options. And in tennis, 2 top stars bowed out early from Wimbledon. 5-time champion Venus Williams is back in Wimbledon for a record 24th time, but simply could not muster up her old magic. Williams went down on the court after slipping near the net, but returned to play after an injury timeout. 43-year-old American lost in the first round to Ukrainian Elina Svitolina 6-4 and 6-3. Teenage star Coco Gauff also got knocked out of the first round after losing to Sofia Kenin 6-4, 4-6, and 6-2. And Wimbledon is the only grass court Grand Slam in the ATP Tennis Tour. But what makes grass courts different from other tennis surfaces? And how are they maintained for professional play? Let's find out from this Reuters video.
I do believe I'm one of the best grass court players in the world.
Getting used to the grass was always a tricky part.
The ATP Tennis Tour consists of tournaments on grass, clay, and hard courts. Wimbledon is the only grass court Grand Slam competition. So what makes a grass court different to others? Grass courts are recognised as the fastest of the 3 main tennis surfaces. The ball skids off the slick grass as it makes contact, giving a lower bounce and retaining more speed. Clay has a looser surface, creating more friction, which causes a higher bounce, effectively slowing the ball down. Hard courts are in the middle of the two, giving a more neutral bounce and average speed. These surfaces cause different types of play to emerge over the years. For clay courts, patient, defensive play from the back of the court or baseline achieves success, while the aggressive serve and volley technique dominated at Wimbledon for many decades. It makes the most of the grass's unique quality, its speed. Grass courts favour fast servers that send balls rocketing off the grass and are very challenging to return well, if they are returned at all. At the other end, the opponent waits. They are positioned to respond quickly before the ball can bounce and angle the ball away. But over time, players evolved to play more defensive on grass, remaining at the baseline in longer rallies. This is due to the use of lighter, stiffer rackets used after 1980 that had bigger heads and better strings. Because of this, the back edge of the court receives the most traffic and becomes barren. By the end of the tournament, the baseline traffic patterns are evident. So how are Wimbledon's courts managed? Grown from 10 metric tons of seed each year, renovations for Wimbledon's grass courts begin the previous September. As June nears, the grass is mowed to an exact 1/4 inch high, which Wimbledon says is the ideal for both play and its survival. In comparison, the lawn of an average home is between 2 and 3 inches, while the putting green on a golf course is 1/8 of an inch. A crew of 31 ground staff nurture the vegetation each day, but the intense play leaves its mark, leaving parts of the court barren. The lines are reapplied each morning. Before the grass season starts, the final tournament played is the pinnacle of clay court tennis, the French Open. The 2 tournaments traditionally require vastly different styles of play, due to their surfaces being at opposite ends of the court speed spectrum. This makes winning both of them in the same year a particular challenge for any player.
And former Spanish midfielder Cesc Fabregas has announced his retirement to pursue a new career in coaching. Here's a look back on his 2-decade career, courtesy of Reuters. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One Youth.